Well, greetings, Boise State fans. Happy Wednesday to you. This is BJ Rains with Bronco Nation News Live. Welcome on in. Going to be a fun show today. Jeramiah Dickey, the athletic director at Boise State, is going to join us here in a little bit as we talk about that new plan for the Athletics Village. Boise State transitioning from spring football now, and so we're kind of in that transition period. It's a good day today to talk to Jeramiah Dickey, the athletic director at Boise State. We got Jay Tuss coming up later this week on Friday. Mike Prater will be here on Thursday. A lot of great things going on here at Bronco Nation News. So if you're new and not familiar with the show, 9 a.m. every day we'll have local sports talk here at the social media channels of BroncoNationNews.com, Bronco Nation News, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We have an Instagram account as well, but I don't think we're going live there. But again, all summer we're going to keep this thing going. So 9 a.m. Make plans to be here. It's kind of like a radio show, but it's just digitally here on on podcast form and with video. So appreciate everybody for checking this out. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please help us get to 1,000 subscribers. I believe we're about 20 away. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. So please check us out on YouTube. You can just go to youtube.com/Bronco Nation News. All the press conference video, all the shows we do, all the interviews, everything will get dumped on our YouTube channel, and you can get notified when a video's there so you're not late or you don't miss anything. So check us out on the YouTube channel, and we'd appreciate if you would subscribe, like this video, all that cool stuff that the YouTubers tell you to do. So if we can get to 1,000, we'll give away a round of golf at Timberstone Golf Course. So we are close to doing that. Timberstone Golf Course, we'll give away a round if we can get 20 more YouTube followers to get us to 1,000. And speaking of Timberstone Golf Course, before we get to Jeramiah Dickey, I do want to mention that we are now open. Registration is open for the new Bronco Nation News Golf Tournament. I called it the first annual, and somebody got on me. I guess technically it's the inaugural tournament. So check us out. Timberstone Golf Course on June 3rd. So just go to BroncoNationNews.com, click on the golf tournament tab, and then you can get the information. You can also email me at Bronco Nation News, Rains at BroncoNationNews.com, Rains at BroncoNationNews.com. Going to be an awesome event. We got Coach Leon Rice coming out. We got Coach Tim Duryea, Coach Tim Burns from the basketball team. We got Kaylin Downs, the women's golf coach, Dan Potter, the men's golf coach. We got Nick Duncan, former Bronco, coming out. We got Brian King, former Bronco, coming out. Connor Johnstone, a former golfer, I was told, is now coming out. Matt Bauscher is playing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tin Roof Taco is going to be passing out some tacos on the course. Chef Wally is going to be cooking up some good food. So you're going to get lunch, you're going to get breakfast, you're going to get drinks on the course, and you're going to be helping some good causes as well. We're going to support the family of Rick Worthington, who's gone through a lot, as well as donate some money to the Idaho Youth Sports Commission. So check us out June 3rd at Timberstone Golf Course. We do have limited hole sponsorships and foursomes available. So just go to BroncoNationNews.com, click on the golf tournament tab at the top for more information. You can also email me, Rains at BroncoNationNews.com. Okay, we got a great show scheduled for today. A couple of comments coming in before we get to Jeramiah Dickey. Kurt chiming in. Good morning, Bronco Nation. Let's rock and roll. Jeremy Dickey. I'm not sure who Jeremy Dickey is, but Jeramiah Dickey is going to join the show here in a couple minutes. Rudy saying, good morning, Kurt. Hope all's with you. Rudy now saying we're 19 away. So tell your friends, Bronco Nation. Appreciate that, Rudy. Yeah, we're going to get to 1,000 because that helps us in some of the searches and things like that. So appreciate that. Carter Davis, let's hear some Big 12 news from Dickey. Nate Staley saying, thank you, Jeramiah, for the vision and energy you have injected into the department. I don't think there's much Big 12 on this. I think I do mention it as well. We actually taped this last Thursday, or last Friday, I guess it was. So this is not a live interview, but we did tape this. It was an exclusive down there at BSU, a one-on-one with Jeramiah Dickey and myself. So let's get right to it. Boise State's athletic director, Jeramiah Dickey, joining us to talk about the new athletics village and the plans at Boise State. Well, appreciate you for doing this, Jeramiah. What you guys put out that tease on Wednesday night and the guesses. I don't know if you were laughing at some of the guesses out there, but it was a fun, 12 hours on social media. You make the announcement on Thursday. What has the last, couple days just been like getting this out there publicly now?
It's been awesome. That was part of the intent. I've said it from the beginning that we're going to tell our story, and Joe and our comm and creative team and external overall, they did a tremendous job of teeing this up. And so was really excited about that. And I did see some of the guesses, which was great, and some of them had it, we're pretty close to right. So that means they're listening and they're following what I say. And so it's been a fun, probably 48 hours as I was talking to donors and planting the seed and telling them what we were going to come out with. And so everyone is very excited as far as I can tell. And, I know you're not going to ever make everyone happy, but right now I feel Bronco Nation understands the vision and what's next for us.
You released the vision, the document, everything. What the whole project, what's the most exciting part of this for you?
To me, it's just progress. The way my mind works, I'm always thinking about what's next. And so about a week ago, as I knew we were gearing up towards this, I was already thinking about the work that needed to be done. This is just the beginning. Now the work begins. And that excites me. That's why I'm in this industry, and I'm addicted to it. So that's something that I'm looking forward to.
The facilities assessment comes back and they say, this is what we recommend you do. What are they recommending it for? Is it to get in a Power 5 conference, to dominate the Mountain West, or what do you tell them? Like, how do you explain like what you wanted out of that, and then what the recommendations came from?
We prioritize a few things. The fan, staff, and student athlete experience is a priority. And what better way to do that than to create an athletic village where it's a one-stop shop for Bronco Nation. And it impacts recruiting, it impacts our competitiveness, it impacts our fundraising and what we are able to monetize. And so when you set the standard and understand, who we are and what we're about, and ultimately what I want us to accomplish, I want us to be an elite athletic department, and there's only so much that we can control, but we are going to do our very best to control that process and put our best foot forward and deliver what I feel not just Bronco Nation and this community, but this state deserves. We are the front porch of this state, and that's important to me.
I know that the football and basketball get a lot of the headlines in terms of what the new, improvements could be, but in terms of the stuff beyond that, what else stands out to you that you think is really important in terms of what's needed here?
I think some things that may or may not have been mentioned, yesterday, but we have to improve the experience at all of our facilities. And so the technology, video boards at facilities and lights, when fans can come, we have to make it easy for them. Having a soccer game at 2 or 3 on a Friday afternoon is not convenient. I have 3 kids. That's hard for my wife and kids to make those games, and it's hard for recruits. And so we have to be intentional with how we're, if we have high expectations, we need to make it as easy as possible for people to show up and support us. And once they get here, we need to make sure that we put our best foot forward to hold on to them. In the very beginning, I said we were an inbound office, and we've changed that mentality. We are an outbound office. We need to go meet people where they're at, and we need to get them to our campus to see the unbelievable things that we are doing, not just in athletics, but across the board at this institution. And part of that is improving our facilities. And so that excites me.
I know you guys have said, you've stressed this is a vision, not a plan. It's just what you hope can evolve from this. But how do you look at the how realistic, 100% of this plan actually is to come into fruition?
To me, I wouldn't put it forth if I didn't think it was all realistic. Now what's the timeline of that? That's yet to be determined. And ultimately you don't know what you can accomplish until you try. And we're going to try. We're going to put our best foot forward. We're going to go out and talk to the right people. We're going to attract more, supporters. And there's intent behind the 10,000, member horsepower drive. We need to build our pipeline, and we need to continue to elevate this program. And the way you do that is increasing your support. And we need people filling the stands. We need people to come to Albertsons Stadium and to come to ExtraMile and all of our facilities. The 6 games, 6 sellouts, that was just the beginning. That's going to domino into every sport program and how we're approaching it from a fan experience standpoint. And that impacts our students. And I'm excited about that. And
with that said, I mean, the critics of this project would say we've seen drawings before and it hasn't happened. Obviously you weren't here for that. It's a new administration. It's a whole new situation, which I think gives people confidence in itself. But what would you say to the folks out there that were a little skeptical when this came out?
I understand, I get it. And if I was them, I would maybe be skeptical too, and it doesn't bother me. If anything, it fires me up. I've been at a number of places where they said it wasn't possible, and we said, okay. And we went out and did it. And I think that's what's next for us. We're going to do the work, and we're going to put our best foot forward. And I'm very confident in that process. I can control my effort, and Bronco Nation is going to get 100% of me and our team, and they've stepped up, and I'm really proud of everyone who's poured into this process and what we've done in a year. And it's been a year, and that's, I mean, it gives me chills because we've barely scratched the surface. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. The opportunities are endless, and I'm really excited about this next step.
When the facilities assessment, going back to that for a second, I don't know if you gave them a list of things you wanted, or they came back first and said, here's what we see. But when you first got that drawing, or you first got the list of them of what was needed, and you first thought it and saw that, what was your initial reaction?
Awesome. That's tied very much into the vision that I had in my mind of what an athletic village would look like. I think I told you all early on that I was thinking about this concept of an athletic village, and AECOM, did a tremendous job, and they're trying to herd cats, right? We have 18 sport programs and a lot of opinions, and everyone has needs, and they did a tremendous job walking us through that process and making sure that we delivered something that Bronco Nation and our community and our state could be proud of and get excited about. And so when I first, saw, the finished product, and it gave me chills because it really sets up well for what's next for us. And people are excited. And that was the intent, and that sets up for, the next conversation.
I know you said you're going to kind of prioritize it kind of by what the donors tell you in terms of what they, if somebody comes in and says, we want to donate to the tennis program or do this, that might change the timeline on things. But in general, whether it's, I walk by Mike Walsh's office and it's like a closet over there. And I know, this building you've talked about is in some serious need of upgrades, whether it's the basketball team having to go back and forth for the weight room and the locker room and the coaches. I mean, do you have a priority list in terms of things that you would rank in terms of what need to get done here? Or are you looking at this as hopefully we can just do 100% of it and it's not going to matter?
No, I think ultimately the priorities, I have my job is to prioritize the priorities. Everything is a priority right now. I have an ever-growing list on a daily basis, whether fans or our staff or our institution or our community, everyone has a seat at that table and is constantly providing feedback on what we need to do. My job is to make sure it aligns with who we are and where I believe we can go. And so, yeah, I'm prioritizing, and the east side of the stadium is a priority. We need to figure out how to get that done. And, the heart of our operation, this admin building, we have an unbelievable staff, and as you said, some are in closets, and they show up every day and they do the work and they do it with a smile. And, but we need to provide a better experience. And it's our student athletes, it's our staff, it's our supporters, it's how we serve them. And I think ExtraMile and men's and women's basketball and gymnastics and volleyball and that knocks out a number of sport programs that depend on that facility and that practice facility. So, in my mind, I have a pretty good idea of what that looks like. And I want to say something about the donors. My job is to make sure the donors' passion aligns with our priorities. And it's not to convince donors, to give their money elsewhere. I want to make sure that the donors are passionate about where they're giving their money, because they don't have to give us anything. And that's important to me. And that's part of the customer service aspect of this.
Well, final thing quickly, to steal your phrase, what's next? I mean, for folks watching this, listening to this, what is next? Where does this go from here? We have the shiny drawings. What happens next?
What happens next is what we've been doing for the last 48 hours. I've had 4 donor meetings, and we're going to continue to have those discussions, and we're going to continue to move forward with our 10,000 member drive, and we're going to continue to sell tickets and get renewals, and we have to fill our facilities, and that's going to really drive a lot of this, and ultimately that's leading to the education and the feasibility of what can we do. And initially, I said before, I believe we can do it all. But the first step is how we how we get in front of these donors and communicate this vision in more detail and get them excited and make sure that they're aligned with our process.
Well, drawings look great. The feedback's been good. So best of luck with this moving forward. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, BJ.
And there he is, Boise State Athletic Director Jeramiah Dickey. We appreciate his time for joining us on the show. And obviously, pretty exciting for a Boise State fan. Let us know in the comments what you thought of that interview, what you think of the drawings. What do you think is the coolest part of this whole Athletics Village thing? Let us know, as we've got a little time here to discuss the interview, discuss what's going on in terms of Boise State and their future. But while you're getting those comments and questions in, couple quick words. I want to thank BoiseDentistryCo.com, Dr. Chris Minert. Those are my kids there on the screen, Naismith and Nelson. Our whole family has made the switch. I'll be seeing Dr. Minert next week, actually, for a checkup. So if you want to talk Boise State sports while you're in the dentist chair, Dr. Minert's your guy. They got new locations all across the Treasure Valley, and he's a great, all the new highest technology. The place is brand new, so he's a great dude, great staff there. So check him out, BoiseDentistryCo.com, if you're looking for a new dentist in the Treasure Valley. If you're looking for a career change, Transportation Compliance Service can help you out. If you want to get into the trucking industry, it may not be something you've thought of doing, but over 1,000 people a day are deciding to become truck drivers. It's a booming industry right now, and TCS can help you get all the permits and things filled out to get you on the road as quick as possible. So they can they're a local company here in Meridian, but they can get you going anywhere in the United States. So check them out. Get more information, transcompservice.com. Another local company that can help you nationally, United Commercial Insurance. They can write business insurance policies in 44 states around the country. So again, season ticket holders, big BSU fans, and they're here to help you. If you own a business, well, you may think you have good business insurance. Why don't you give United Commercial Insurance a call? They can probably get you a better rate. 229-8222. Check them out online, UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. We'll get to some of these comments here of what folks are thinking of that interview with Jeramiah Dickey. Nick saying Blue Elevation will be the mechanism to crowdsource. Derek saying when he talks about 10,000, he's talking about us. They're not 10,000 big money donors out there. It needs to be everyday fans. Derek's obviously involved with the Blue Collar Club and does a great job there. And, they'll take you for $10, $20. Just become a donor, donate something. And every dollar does count. It all adds up. It may not seem like much, but if 10 guys each give $10, that's $100 right there. And it snowballs and it all does add up. So Derek, nice work with the Blue Collar Club and what you guys are doing there. Kevin saying right guy, right time. Brian saying awesome, just need it to happen. Nate chiming in what him and his staff were able to accomplish in Waco, nothing short of remarkable. Obviously deeper pockets with the private university, but their new facilities are first class, no doubt. And he did a lot of work at Houston too. Houston's had a lot of improvements in recent years that he was a part of as well. So his track record speaks for itself. Rudy saying Derek is right. It's not the money amount from the donors. It's being a donor, even at $10 a month. The Blue Collar Club is set up for. You got Rudy saying, yeah, but the big money donors always welcome. No doubt. Hunter saying if there's an AD that can get this to happen, it's going to be Dickey. Carter chiming in, love seeing the passion. The lack of timeline is the only shadow casted on this, but I understand why no timeline yet. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple things. I mean, the shiny drawings look great. And, the news came out and it was like, okay, this looks amazing. It looks awesome. But there was no timeline on when it would be done or when it would even start. No estimated price of how much it would cost or how they were going to pay for it. And there's a lot of things in terms of the city needing to approve it, the state board needing to approve it, the university needing to approve it. I mean, you look at the master plan here, it shows University Boulevard being closed off. Number 9 right there is a circle drive at University Boulevard. And that, so there's some major things that would still have to happen in terms of the campus plan. This was done in 2015, the original campus plan for some upgrades to campus. They did their assessment and their, thing on top of that. And so there's a lot of things that need to happen, a lot of dominoes that still need to fall, as simple as that circle drive right there, which, obviously is not in place. And, reading Don Day's article at Boise Dev was saying a lot of this seems unlikely that it could get done. It's a plan. It's not a plan. It's a vision. Boise State has the drawings. It's the vision for what they want, and they're putting it out there. And now it's time for Bronco Nation to try to step up and make it happen. I mean, Boise State doesn't have $250+ million just sitting around right now. So they've got to, now if you want this to happen, you got to make it happen. And so there are some big donors out there that obviously are going to have to step up. Probably folks out there that are, have already donated, millions of dollars. They're going to have to donate more money than they've ever donated before. I mean, you're going to have a lot of donors give the biggest donations they've ever given to try to make this thing happen. $250+ million is just my guess on what this thing would cost. You're obviously going to start with the east side of the stadium. That's going to be first. The varsity center down here, the new varsity center, the new grand entrance, that's going to be one of the first things that happens, obviously. I think the east side, this kind of new club they have on the ground level, the club seating they want to have on the east side, all that has to happen first because that helps them generate revenue. They can make money off these club seats and stuff. I mean, the indoor tennis facility is nice. The indoor practice facility for the gymnastics is nice, but they're not making any money off that. So they're going to start with the areas where they can make money and bring in revenue, and that starts with the east side of the stadium. And so I think that's going to be the first project they want to do. Now, this is the indoor the basketball practice facility. They're going to want to put this near the top of the list as well in terms of recruiting and things like that. And again, the drawings look awesome. It looks like a power program, Big 12 type of thing, but you got to have the money to make it happen. Scott chiming in, yes, we need those big donors. Also need more season ticket holders, all fans to become PA members, whatever fits your budget. I believe in Jeremiah and what he is doing. Rudy saying, preach it, Scott. Derek saying, Scott gets it, sellouts and everyday donors. They just announced the Blue Collar Club or the Blue Collar Pass, I guess it is, right? But it's like $199, I think it is, and gets you 6 tickets, gives you season tickets to every game. So it ends up being like $30 a game to get a season ticket. So yeah, I mean, that's, they're doing all these different plans and things to try to do it, and certainly building off the basketball success as well. So there's a lot of, reasons again to be excited about what's going on over at Boise State. But now that the drawing's out there, it's still a long process. I mean, this is a multi-year process. Nothing's going to happen right away. But the vision is now out there. The pictures are out there, and we'll see what happens moving forward. Thanks to Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com, 13 locations across the state. You've got the Cuno location that I visit frequently, the at-home shopping, the Skip app, home delivery, all that great stuff. Check them out, shopridleys.com for the location near you. And the Blue and Orange Store, the blueandorangestore.com. You can go on to Boise Town Square Mall in person and check out all their great Boise State gear, all the hats, the shirts, the sweatshirts, all the same stuff the coaches are wearing on the sidelines. Or you can go online, theblueandorangestore.com, very easy to order online, have it shipped to you if you're not in the Boise area. And I have to remember, I keep saying it, but we have not heard from our winners yet. If you won the March Madness tournament, if you won the March Madness tournament and you got first, second, or third in that tournament, we have the prizes, but I can't reach out and contact you because I don't have your information. So on the ESPN thing, it doesn't let me have an email address to contact you guys. So if you won or the people that got first, second, and third, that's Meddlesome and Quarrelsome, Daddy O, Apollyon 23, or None Better 991, None Better 99. If that rings a bell to you and you got first, second, or third in the Bronco Nation News ESPN Bracket Challenge, let us know because we have a $100 gift card for the winner, $50 gift card for second, and the $25 gift card for third. I just have no way of contacting the winners. So hopefully the person that won or you won, and you can reach back out to us, and we will get you your gift card. A couple other things I do want to mention is the golf tournament. I've mentioned it a couple times, but folks come in and out and don't watch the whole show. It is now open. Registration is open for subscribers. For non-subscribers, we've got whole sponsorships, some other things available. So come hang out. It's going to kind of be a who's who in the local celebrity sports scene. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're raising money for a couple of good causes. We're also raising some money kind of to help fund some of the things we're doing here at Bronco Nation News. You got Jay Tuss coming out to play, KTVB. You got Mike Prater from KTIK coming out. We got Matt Bauscher playing. Nick Duncan's going to be out there, Brian King. A lot of the coaches, Coach Leon Rice is going to be out there doing the celebrity shot on one of the par threes, so you can meet Coach Rice and get a photo with them and have him take a tee shot for your group and have some fun. We got some other basketball coaches. We got both golf coaches coming out. Still working on some other guests, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Tin Roof Tacos is going to be out there. And how about this? You can win a free car from Lithia Ford of Boise. Lithia Ford of Boise is giving away a Ford Escape if somebody gets a hole-in-one. So we got a lot of cool things going on. Chef Wally's going to be out there. As I mentioned, Tin Roof Tacos is going to be giving out free tacos. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really, really looking forward to it. It's on June 3rd at Timberstone, and we have limited foursomes and whole sponsorships remaining. So go to BroncoNationNews.com and then just click the golf tab at the top, golf tournament, or you can email me directly, Rains, RAINS, at BroncoNationNews.com. We can get you taken care of. You can pay through Venmo, or we can invoice you through QuickBooks and pay you that way if you want to use a credit card. So you can sign up as an individual or as a foursome. You get a discount if you're a subscriber to Bronco Nation News. So really looking forward to it. And again, it's going to be a lot of fun. June 3rd, it's approaching. So join in now and get those foursomes and whole sponsorships available. The comments are still, Nick Wade says he's bringing Chris Childs. That's awesome. Chris Childs is apparently coming. I'm not sure if Nick's being serious or not. And I'm not sure, Nick, if I have I'm not sure if I have you in here now. I don't think I do, but maybe I do, but I don't know if you've registered or paid. If not, you need to, and bring Chris Childs, and let's make that happen. That'd be pretty cool. We're going to have a Q&A after the round where Coach Rice and some of the special guests, and maybe we can get Chris Childs up there to answer some questions from the crowd during lunch, and it's going to be a great time. Drinks on the course. We're going to have a lot of fun, so really looking forward to it. Our title sponsors of the event, rowpaint.com and Idaho Central Credit Union. So we thank them for their support. Rowpaint.com, the official paint and coatings company of Boise State Athletics. I'm sporting the rowpaint.com hat here, and they've been huge supporters of mine, and we appreciate their support, whether it's the concrete coatings, whether it's the at-home residential painting, you name it. Rowpaint.com is they're awesome people, power and people, pride in painting, and they have done awesome work on my garage, my back patio. Give them a call, check them out. Tell them Bronco Nation News sent you, and then they'll hook you up with a good rate. And appreciate them as well as ICCU. ICCU.com has stepped up and is a big player in the community in terms of giving back and helping out, and they're a big supporter of ours, and they're going to have fun at this tournament as well. They'll have a little contest, I think, where you can shoot a basket and win some basketballs, and we got some other cool stuff going on. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we appreciate ICCU, whether it's your personal business, your personal banking, your business banking, you name it. My family made the switch to ICCU, and we're very happy that we did. Our Bronco Nation News also uses ICCU for our business banking now, and so it's been great, and we appreciate them. And as I mentioned, that hole-in-one, Lift the Afford of Boise, lifttheaffordboise.com. We appreciate their support, the sponsors of our pre- and post-game shows, and they'll be out there playing. Jim Sturk and company, we really appreciate them. They're big supporters of Boise State as well. And, yeah, they're going to have a 2022 Ford Escape out at the course. And if you get a hole-in-one, I think you can just drive it off the property. It's going to be awesome with all the different games and things we're doing. So really looking forward to it. Can't wait. That's on June 3rd. Perry chiming in. Remember watching Chris Childs versus Gary Payton at ExtraMile Arena? Yeah, that was back in the day. That would have been a heck of a matchup to see. But appreciate everybody for checking us out. Appreciate all of our sponsors. We're going to move, as I mentioned, we're going to keep this thing going every day moving forward around 9 a.m. And again, Thursdays will be Mike Prater tomorrow, and then Jay Test on Friday. And then starting next week, we're going to get into a little bit of a review of the basketball season. We'll take a different player on the basketball team each day for the next 2 weeks and look at the players and coaches, and then we'll kind of get into some off-season football questions. So there's going to be plenty to talk about. We'll have Boise State coverage. News is going to come up, pop, and break, and we'll have you covered here. So we'll have the 9 a.m. daily show. So check us out, 9 a.m. every day right here, every weekday right here on the social media channels of Bronco Nation News. Whether that's on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. And as I mentioned, we're approaching and we're almost there. So I'll stop bugging you about it once we get there. We need about 20 more subscribers to get to 1,000 on YouTube. I don't know all the reasons why, but I'm told that if you can get over 1,000, it helps in the searches and things like that. So help us get 20 more. It's youtube.com/Bronco Nation News. You just log in through your Gmail or your Google account. It's very easy. If you're already logged in on a Gmail, you don't have to do anything probably. And you just click subscribe to the channel, and then you get notified when new videos and things pop up. And then, as I said, we'll stop bugging you once we get to 1,000. But we're almost there. We're about 20 away. So help us get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. And that'll be the easiest way to get all of your the live videos. And it's actually the easiest way to comment, too, is in the YouTube chat because for whatever reason, we cannot, through Twitter, take comments. So if you're watching us on Twitter and you're commenting, we don't see it, and I'm sorry. So you have to watch it on YouTube or Facebook to be able to comment. And so the easiest way is just to subscribe on YouTube. And then the next time a live broadcast pops up, which will be, typically 9 a.m. now moving forward on weekdays, then you'll be able to be notified of that. And you'll see that pop up. So help us get to 1,000. And again, we're going to give away a round of golf. Timberstone Golf Course, that's where the golf tournament is at. It's I know it's not really golf weather right now, but playtimberstone.com. You can get that tee time scheduled. The best greens in the valley. I know the only negative about this place is some people say the drive's too far, but it's really not. It's about 30 minutes from the Flying Y. It's really not that far. It's out in Caldwell. It's a beautiful drive. Listen to a podcast. You can do some things, and it's just a great course. And it's beautiful views, and I love playing out there. And so Kelly Christensen and Tad Holloway and the whole crew out there do a heck of a job. So if you're looking for a new course or a course to go play this spring or summer, get out to Timberstone, playtimberstone.com. It's one of the top courses in the valley, and again, the best greens in the valley. And so you can check them out, playtimberstone.com. That's where our tournament's going to be, and we have free rounds of golf to give away. I've got them here somewhere. Here they are. We've got complimentary rounds for Timberstone to give away. So if you want to play Timberstone, we'll see what we can do. But once we get to 1,000, we're going to give a couple of these away on a future show, and we got some other contests to help give them away. And maybe we'll be giving away some tacos here in the near future as well. So appreciate everybody for checking us out. Appreciate Jeramiah Dickey for joining us. And again, having fun here with Bronco Nation News. Been a lot of fun, and we'll keep this thing rolling. So subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well. Just search Bronco Nation News, and we're rolling here. So Mike Prater will join me tomorrow, and we'll wrap up, get his thoughts on spring football as we kind of wrap that up. Jay will join us on Friday, and then we'll kind of turn the page and move forward next week. But 9 a.m. every day right here. And if you can't watch us live, we do have the audio version of the podcast, which gets posted to iTunes and to Amazon Music and Spotify. I know we've had some people asking for some other versions. Right now, we just don't have that. The three we have right now are iTunes, Amazon Music, and Spotify. And so within an hour of each show being over, the audio version is posted there. So subscribe to your favorite podcast channel. That's probably the easiest way to make sure you don't miss any shows as well. So appreciate it. Appreciate Jeramiah Dickey. Appreciate Joe Nickel for setting that up over at Boise State. Thanks to all you guys for checking us out. And Mike Prater and I will be back 9 a.m. tomorrow. Bronco Nation News, bronconationnews.com.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.